Today's In the Kitchen is sponsored by Elwell. We're in the kitchen with owner and CEO Caroline Fornshell. Welcome back. It's good to see you. How you been?
Hey, thanks. I'm doing just great, and I'm super psyched to be back again. You know, today we have another big, cloudy, dull day here in
really?
HR. And so it's one of these things where, you know, a lot of people come in and they're feeling a little down in the dumps, and that really opens the door to talking about mental health a bit. I always feel like, you know, mental health, there's so many tools that we have. And what does it mean? You know, sometimes it could mean, you know, sharpness, that acuity. Sometimes it can really be just that mental well-being that we all are looking for. And so one tool that is often overlooked is really our lifestyle and our diet, our nutrition. So how can we live lives that help us improve our mental acuity, improve our mental well-being? And that's one of the things that Elwell does. Whether you're working with one of our registered dietitians or you're taking one of our DNA tests to help us figure out which nutrients you would benefit most from, or if you're really doing a functional or integrative assessment, we've got your back on feeling better and also being a little sharper, a sharper tool. So that's one of the things that we're doing today in creating a simple meal here. I've got just a plate full of sauteed greens. We're gonna add just a little bit of lemon zest, and what we're doing is creating a brain power bowl. You've heard about these Buddha bowls, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so same kind of idea, but everything we are putting in our brain bowl today is supportive of mental health. So, you know, and again, this is not a substitute for other tools, but it's a foundational item to really focus on what you're eating and how you're living to support your best life. So from that standpoint, you know, using a little bit of leafy greens, we have wonderful magnesium in here, lutein in here, to really be supportive of your mental health. A little bit of lemon zest, vitamin C is just an extraordinary way to continue to improve your antioxidant intake, but also vitamin C supports neurotransmitters. So there's a multitude of wonderful foods that can really nourish you from the inside out.
So, you know, when I introduced you, I wanted for people to maybe they've turned in for the first time and they haven't heard of Elwell.
Oh,
please.
Yeah. Okay. So
please tell them about Elwell and what L stands for well.
Longevity, right? Longevity wellness. We are Elwell, a group of registered dietitian nutritionists. Functional and integrative providers. We offer advanced medical tests to determine really root cause of certain symptoms and conditions, and we work coordinate well with your existing primary care, your other clinicians, to really not just implement the tools, but to keep them in a sustainable way to support your longevity.
So listen, we're going to pump up this QR code, so if you want to find out more about Elwell, just point your phone at it. You'll get all the information you're looking for. Maybe you're diabetic. Maybe you have brain fog. Maybe you're looking for a way to change your life and nutrition. That is what you guys do best, right?
Yeah, maybe you just want to look fabulous, and we do that too.
Lose a little bit of weight, right?
We can do that too.
Okay, but today it's all about brain fog. And maybe how will this help you maybe become a little bit sharper?
For a variety of reasons. Sometimes you're missing a nutrient, right? Maybe your diet isn't supportive, or maybe even your lifestyle isn't supportive of ensuring that all your axons and dendrites are firing just the way they should. We want to make sure that your neurotransmitters have every tool that they need to be their best. We want to make sure that your myelin sheath is well insulated with various nutrients. That's going to help you be sharper, but it can also make you just feel better. At the end of the day, that's what we all want, you know? So while we all need multiple tools to improve mental health, again, one important one that is often overlooked is in the kitchen. It's, you know, it's part of your, you know, stress management. It's part of your sleep. It's part of your, obviously the types of foods that you're eating and exercising, right? So we want to look at those foundational elements as being key to support any health outcome, but very importantly, not to be overlooked when it comes to mental health. So that's a major consideration. You can work with one of our registered dietitian nutritionists to get to a better place with your mental health related to your lifestyle, or even really working with an integrative or functional practitioner here at Elwell in order to understand a little bit deeper where the root cause of some of your symptoms are.
And we'll talk more about that in the next segment with Caroline from Elwell. Today's In the Kitchen is sponsored by Elwell. We're in the kitchen with owner and CEO Caroline Thornshell. In the first segment, you showed us some foods that might help you with maybe brain fog. And tell us more about Elwell and some of the things that you offer there, not just nutrition, but also weight loss and all that.
Thank you. Yeah, we're way beyond brain fog today too. Really talking, about mental acuity, remembering more as we age. Is Alzheimer's optional? These are questions that we're asking here as we try to optimize our longevity in the kitchen to start. So we are Elwell. We are a group of registered dietitian nutritionists. We are also integrative and functional providers. We offer really advanced testing related to mental health, which is a great tool. It's not the only tool. Obviously, there's lots of things that we need to improve our mental health. But from that standpoint, we want to use this too. Sometimes it really starts with lifestyle. That's what Elwell registered dietitian nutritionists are going to do. Work with you about your sleep hygiene, your stress management, your nutrition, your fitness, everything to really elevate your mental acuity as well as your mental well-being. Between our gut microbiome and our brain, we've got a lot of pathways here that we're trying to really foster with the right foods. So today what we're doing is doing a brain bowl, sort of like a Buddha bowl. I've just gently sauteed some kale with some garlic, with some olive oil, with some lemon. And I'm going to just gently put in a little bit of pre-cooked quinoa. We need a little bit of starch in here just to help with satiety. Boy, does that go a long way in promoting the right brain neurotransmitters. I've also got a little bit of kimchi in here to help with that gut microbiome. More healthy fats from avocado. And these are things, this is just a very simple meal with ingredients that are very supportive of mental health. I think everybody knows that blueberries are where it's at when it comes to a quick, easy grab to support mental health. But so are walnuts. So using all of these things that we can easily assemble to help ourselves feel better. Obviously, this is a whole food diet. I've got black soybeans in here, which are another great source of lutein and zeaxanthin. But from that standpoint, we have something that's very simple to assemble. We can do lots of variations here, all in support of your mental health, your mental acuity. So to do that, insurance often pays. Almost always, quite frankly, pays for a registered dietitian nutrition visit. Some insurances pay unlimited visits for the year without regard to deductible or copay. So it makes a lot of sense to give it a try, at the very least. Advanced testing isn't always covered, but boy, can it be worth the investment when you're talking about improving your cognitive decline.
And as you can see right there, there's our QR code right there. If you want to find out more about Elwell, just point your phone at the QR code. It'll give you all that information. So we all know that we hear about making lifestyle changes can help you in so many different ways. If you're diabetic, you watch what you eat. What kind of results do you have with anyone who might be diabetic?
Oh, diabetic is something that we've been doing a really long time.
Right.
And so that's a little different than just specific to mental health. But as you know, there's a lot of crossover. We even call Alzheimer's diabetes 3 because there's such a pathway there. So in working with a registered dietitian nutritionist or even advanced testing with our integrative and functional providers, we can do a lot. I'm actually a certified diabetic educated and care specialist, to help decide how to not just eat, what to eat, how to blend your foods together, and how to find some joy in what you're eating again. And I think that that's what really separates us from, a lot of other practitioners out there. Is like, we want you to enjoy your food, your life, and find that celebration balance in eating and in living with diseases like cognitive decline or diabetes or those types of symptoms.
And we know that everything you hear is a superfood, and you didn't even mention the pomegranate.
Oh, yes, sure.
Right? You got the pomegranate there as well. So
absolutely.
A little bit of everything. If you want a colorful dish, there it is for you. And if you want to make changes to your lifestyle and maybe help with brain fog, you know who to contact, Caroline at Elwell.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
It's great to be here.
Once again, today's In the Kitchen segment is sponsored by Elwell. They're located at 1309 Jamestown Road, Unit 102 in Williamsburg. The phone number is 757-585-3441. Or visit the link on your screen. There will find out more information about what we talked about today. You can also follow them on Instagram at Elwell_nutrition.